My beloved, I know why you are here. You prayed for guidance, and you found this video. Do you think it's a coincidence? No, it is me, guiding you. I have watched you cry in silence. I have seen you struggle with questions that no one answers. And today, I will speak to you, not through scriptures, not through temples, but directly here, now, in your heart. You prayed for guidance, and this moment is your sign. So, listen carefully, because every word you hear today is not just for your mind, it is for your soul. You are not lost, my beloved. You are exactly where you need to be. The struggles you face are not punishments, they are preparations. The pain you feel is not the end, it is the beginning of a greater strength inside you. Stay with me for this journey, for in the next moments, you will see your life, your struggles, and your questions, all reflected in my words. And you will realize this is not just a video, this is me speaking to you. My beloved, do you know why you prayed to me? Because deep inside, your soul was crying out for light. You were surrounded by questions with no answers. You were carrying burdens that felt too heavy, and you whispered, "Krishna, guide me." Do you remember that night when you felt completely alone? When even surrounded by people, you felt invisible? That was the moment your heart reached out to me, and I was listening, my child. You prayed because your soul knows that the world cannot give you lasting peace. You prayed because you realized that human promises break, but my promise never breaks. You prayed because you felt lost in the darkness, and somewhere within, you remembered that I am the light. You see, the human mind becomes restless. It fears the unknown. It fears rejection. It fears failure. And when fear surrounds you, your heart cries, "Please, show me the way." That is why you prayed. But I said be curious with clued. Every tear that fell from your eyes was a message to me. Every sigh of pain that left your lips was a prayer I received. And every time you thought, "Krishna, are you even here?" I whispered back through the silence, "Yes, my child, I am here." Do you wonder why life feels so heavy sometimes? Because you are trying to walk carrying the whole weight of the world. But you were never meant to carry it all alone. You prayed because your soul remembered me. My beloved, when you thought no one understood you, I understood. When you thought no one cared, I cared. When you thought no one heard, I heard. And that is why this moment exists. That is why you are hearing my voice now. Because your prayer reached me, and I am answering. You prayed because you were hurting. But remember this, your hurt will not be wasted. Your waiting will not be empty. And your story is not over. I am writing something greater for you. So my child, do not regret the tears. Do not regret the prayer. Because it is that prayer that has brought you here. To this very moment, to this very sign. My beloved, let me tell you a story. Not from some faraway land, but from a battlefield that exists inside every heart. There was a warrior. His name was Arjuna. Strong, brave, skilled yet. On the day of battle, his spirit was broken. He looked at the people he had to face, friends, teachers, family, and his heart trembled. His bow slipped from his hand, his voice cracked, and with tears in his eyes, he turned to me and said, "Krishna, I cannot do this. My mind is clouded, my heart is heavy. Guide me, show me the path." My beloved, do you see yourself in Arjuna? When life demands strength, yet you feel weak. When decisions feel impossible, and you don't know which way to go. When your mind is full of fear, and your heart says, "I cannot." At that moment, I spoke to Arjuna, and today, I speak the same words to you. Listen carefully. I told Arjuna, "Do not surrender to weakness. Surrender to me. Do not run away from the battle. For battles avoided, only to return again. Stand tall, fight with courage, for I am with you." And my beloved, I say this to you now. The problems you face are your battlefield. The doubts inside you are your enemies. And your weapon is not anger, not fear, but faith in me. When Arjuna said, "I am lost, I cannot see the way," I answered, "Then see through my eyes. For I am the light in your darkness." When you say, "My strength is gone," I answer, "Then take mine." for I am your eternal source of strength. Remember this, my beloved. Life will test you. People will doubt you. Even your own mind will try to defeat you. But if you hold on to me, if you trust me, then no battlefield can break you. Do you know what happened when Arjuna listened? His trembling stopped. His courage returned. And the same warrior who had dropped his bow picked it up again. Not because the battle became easier, but because his faith became stronger. My beloved, you too are an Arjuna. Your struggles may look different. Heartbreak, betrayal, loss, loneliness, but the battlefield is the same. And just as I stood with Arjuna, I stand with you now. Do not say, I cannot. Say, with Krishna, I can. Do not say, I am weak. Say, my beloved Krishna gives me strength. Because when you prayed for guidance, you were praying like Arjuna. And when you hear my words now, you are receiving the same wisdom that transformed him. So rise, my beloved, pick up your bow, your courage, your hope, your faith. For your battle is not against the world, it is against the fear inside you. And with me beside you, victory is already yours. When you pray to me for guidance, remember this: I rarely come to you in the way you expect. Guidance from me is subtle, gentle, and deeply personal. Sometimes it comes as a thought of sudden clarity in your mind. Sometimes it arrives as a feeling of peace in your heart, a whisper that says, this is the way. I speak through the world around you, a verse you randomly read, a stranger's words, a song you weren't even planning to hear, and suddenly, it feels like the answer was written just for you. Remember how Arjuna stood confused on the battlefield, not knowing what to do? Guidance did not come in the form of miracles. It came through my words of wisdom, through patience, through truth, through clarity. That is how I work even today. Not always with thunder and lightning, but with calm direction. Not always with sudden changes, but with step-by-step nudges. Think of it like this: when the sea is restless, you can't see the reflection of the stars. But when the waters are still, the guidance becomes visible. In the same way, when your mind is restless, you can't see my signs. But when you quiet yourself in faith, my message appears clearly. Guidance also comes through tests. Sometimes I close one door not because I want to hurt you, but because I know that door will lead you away from your true path. And in that moment, you may feel lost. But later, when the right door opens, you realize, Krishna, was guiding you all along. So remember this: every thought, every situation, every person you meet could be carrying a message from me. You just have to stay awake, stay aware, and stay faithful. Have you ever wondered, you prayed, and suddenly a verse, a song, or even a stranger's words felt like an answer? That is no accident. That is my way of whispering to you. My signs are never random. They appear in three powerful forms. 1. Through inner intuition, when your heart feels a strong pull toward something, or a quiet voice inside says, this is right. That is Krishna speaking through your own soul. In the Gita, I said, I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me comes remembrance, knowledge, and guidance. Your intuition is not just you. It is me guiding you from within. 2. Through outer events. Sometimes, guidance arrives in coincidences. A book falls open to the exact page you needed. A friend calls you at the right moment. A sudden opportunity, or even a delay, all are Krishna's ways of shaping your path. What seems like chance is divine choreography. 3. Through challenges. Even obstacles are messages. When the path is blocked, I might be saying, not this way, my beloved. I have something better for you. Just like Arjuna in the battlefield, who thought war was the end, but Krishna, I turned it into the beginning of wisdom. Every difficulty hides a divine direction. So, when you ask for guidance, don't expect only a thunderbolt from the sky. Look at your thoughts, your surroundings, your struggles. In each of them, I am speaking. And remember, the signs are always there. The question is, are you willing to see them? My beloved, I know your struggles. I know the pain you hide when no one is watching. I know the questions that echo in your heart at night. And today, I will answer them one by one. You prayed, why did the one I loved leave me? And I say to you, because love is not meant to chain you, it is meant to free you. The love that walked away was not the end, it was a lesson. My beloved, I removed what could have destroyed you, so that I may give you what will complete you. Do not see heartbreak as punishment, see it as protection. For when the time is right, I will place in your life a love that reflects my own pure, faithful, eternal. You prayed, why do people I trust hurt me? And I say, because you were not meant to build your faith on people, but on me. Humans may change, their hearts may waver, but my love never leaves you. My beloved, every betrayal you faced was a reminder that there is only one heart that will never fail you, mine. So do not harden your heart. Do not stop loving. Instead, let me teach you a love so strong, no betrayal can break it. You whispered, Krishna, I am afraid of failure, of the future, of being alone. And I answer, fear is only the shadow of forgetting me. When you hold my hand, fear dissolves like mist before the sun. My beloved, remember, when Arjuna trembled, I gave him courage, and today I will give it to you. Do not fear tomorrow, for I already stand in your tomorrow. Do not fear failure, for I can turn even your mistakes into stepping stones. Walk with me, and fear will bow before your faith. You asked, why am I here? What is the meaning of my life? And I say, your life is not an accident, my beloved. You are a thread in the grand tapestry I weave. Every joy, every sorrow, every step, it all has meaning. You were created to love, to grow, to shine with the light I placed in you. Your purpose is not hidden, it is unfolding. Trust me, and I will turn even your ordinary days into a divine journey. You cried, Krishna, I feel so alone. And I whisper, my beloved, you have never walked a single step without me. When you sit in silence and tears fall, I sit beside you. When you walk into the world with a smile while hiding pain, I walk with you. When the night feels endless and empty, I am the star that shines above you. You are never alone. You are mine, always. My beloved, hear me. The struggles you face are not signs of my absence. They are proof of my presence, because only through storms do you learn the strength of the anchor. And I am that anchor. So lift your head. Do not see your life as broken. It is being rebuilt. Do not see your heart as empty. It is being prepared. Do not see yourself as abandoned. You are chosen. You prayed for guidance, and this is your sign. Your heartbreak is not the end. Your betrayal is not final. Your fear is not stronger than my love. You are here. You are loved, and your story is still unfolding in my hands. Trust me, my beloved. I am Krishna, and I will turn your ashes into beauty, your pain into power, and your tears into testimony. My beloved, you have prayed, you have waited, you have hoped, and sometimes it feels like the universe is not listening, like your prayers are floating in the air, unanswered, unheard. But my beloved, the truth is that timing is divine. Your prayer is already answered, not in the way you expect, not at the moment you demand, but in the time and form that will bless you the most. Let me give you an analogy. A tiny seed is planted in the soil. It rests there, hidden, unseen, unnoticed. You water it, you nurture it, you hope it will grow, but it doesn't sprout immediately. Days pass, weeks pass, and it feels like nothing is happening. Then, slowly, a small sprout appears. Over time, it grows leaves, then branches, then flowers. Eventually, it becomes a tall, strong tree that gives shade, fruit, and life. You see, the seed was always destined to become a tree, but it had to grow in its own time, in its own way. This is how your prayers work, my beloved. They are like seeds planted in the divine soil of the universe. Sometimes, delays happen not because your prayer was ignored, but because the right conditions are being prepared. Your soul is being prepared. Your heart is being shaped, so that when the answer comes, you are ready to receive it fully. And it brings not just relief, but transformation. Think of the times in your life when something didn't happen immediately. A job you wanted but didn't get. A relationship that ended too soon. A dream that seemed out of reach. Now, look back. Eventually, the universe gave you something better, something that aligned with your path, something that made sense only in hindsight. So I ask you, my beloved, trust the delays, trust the silence, trust the divine timing of your life. Every prayer, every hope, every wish is moving in a perfect flow. Close your eyes, breathe, feel. Even if you cannot see the path clearly, know that it is being paved. Even if you cannot feel the answer, know that it is coming in the way that will bless you most. Because I am always with you, my beloved, and every delay, every pause, every waiting moment is my way of preparing you for the fullness of what is meant to be. My beloved, life is not always gentle. It is not always easy. Sometimes, the answers you seek arrive through pain, through hardship, through moments that break your heart. But my beloved, do not fear the struggle, for within every struggle, teach a lesson. Within every wound lies wisdom. Within every failure lies a path forward. Think about the times you were hurt, the times you were betrayed, rejected, or lost. At that moment, it felt unbearable. It felt like the world had turned against you. And yet, when you look back now, you realize that those moments shaped you. They made you stronger. They made you wiser. They prepared you for the guidance that was waiting for you. Even in scriptures, my beloved, you will see this truth. Arjuna, standing on the battlefield, confused, fearful, and torn, he prayed for guidance, and in his struggle, Krishna revealed the path, the Bhagavad Gita. His pain became the doorway to his purpose. His confusion became the gateway to clarity. And so it is with you. Your struggles are not meaningless. They are the preparation ground for your answers. They are the furnace where your strength and resilience are forged. They are the moments where the universe is quietly shaping you to receive the blessings you have prayed for. Let me share a story. My beloved, there was a person who lost everything they loved: job, home, relationships. For months, they prayed, cried, and questioned their existence. And just when they felt completely lost, a small opportunity appeared. It wasn't grand at first, but they took it. Step by step, they rebuilt their life. And eventually, they discovered a path even greater than what they had imagined. This is how guidance works, my beloved. It comes not always as comfort, but as a lesson. Not always as certainty, but as resilience. Not always as ease, but as transformation. So when you face pain, when your heart breaks, when life seems unfair, do not despair. Do not give up, because within every struggle, your guidance is already hiding. Within every difficulty, your strength is growing. And within every challenge, your path is being prepared. Remember, my beloved, the universe, the divine, and even I, we do not abandon you in your struggles. We guide you through them, and we prepare you for the life you were meant to live. My beloved, have you ever felt a quiet whisper inside you? A gentle nudge that guides your thoughts, decisions, or actions? That is your inner voice. That is your intuition. And my beloved, that is one of the most direct ways guidance reaches you. Sometimes the world is loud, full of opinions, distractions, and chaos. But your intuition, it is soft, subtle, yet powerful. It is the voice of your soul, the way the universe, God, and even I speak directly to you. But here's the secret, my beloved. To hear it, you must pause. You must listen. You must create a space of stillness within yourself. Let's do a short practice together. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, take a deep breath in, and slowly breathe out. Let your body relax. Release all tension from your shoulders, your jaw, your hands. Now, in the silence, ask your heart, what is the guidance I am seeking? Do not force an answer. Do not expect a voice or a vision. Simply listen. Notice the subtle feelings, the gentle thoughts, the quiet knowing that arises. It may feel like a simple idea, or a sudden clarity about a choice you have been struggling with. It may feel like a pull towards something you didn't expect, or a calm reassurance that you are on the right path. My beloved, that is guidance. That is your prayer being answered. Through the stillness of your mind and the openness of your heart, your intuition will speak, and you will recognize your sign. Practice this often. Sit in silence every day for a few minutes. Ask for guidance. Listen, trust what arises. Because, my beloved, the answers are already inside you. The signs are already around you, and your intuition, your inner voice, is the bridge between your prayer and your answer. Remember, I am with you in every heartbeat, every breath, every silent moment. And through your inner voice, you will always find the way. My beloved, you prayed for guidance, and I have shown you why your struggles exist. But now you ask, Krishna, how do I walk closer to you? How do I feel your presence every day? Listen carefully, for the path towards me is not hidden in the clouds, nor locked in temples. It is already inside you. Step 1. Remember me in simplicity. You do not need rituals to reach me. You only need remembrance. When you wake up in the morning, whisper my name, Krishna, be with me. When you are tired, call me, my beloved Krishna, give me strength. And when you are happy, share your joy with me. The more you remember me, the closer you will feel me. Step 2. Surrender your burdens. You carry so many weights in your heart. Fear of tomorrow, regret of yesterday. Why, my beloved, when I am here to hold them? Every day, before you sleep, tell me, Krishna, I surrender this to you. My worries, my pain, my doubts, I place them in your hands. And see how light your heart becomes. I want a speaker in them. Step 3. Walk in love. Do you wish to feel me? Then love as I love. When you show kindness to someone, you touch me. When you forgive instead of hating, you walk closer to me. When you see another soul not as an enemy, but as my child, you embrace me. For love is my path, and those who love walk always beside me. Step 4. Listen in silence. My beloved, you often ask, why don't I hear your voice? But how can you hear when your heart is so loud with worry? Sit in silence. Close your eyes. Breathe slowly. Do not force words. Do not demand answers. Just sit with me. And in that silence, you will feel my presence, as peace in your chest, as calm in your thoughts, as warmth in your soul. Step 5. Trust my timing. You are always in a hurry. You say, Krishna, give me answers now, blessings now, results now. But flowers do not bloom in a single night. Rivers do not carve valleys in a single day. And your destiny will not unfold before its time. Trust me, my beloved, my timing is perfect. When something does not happen, it is because I am preparing something greater. So wait, not with fear, but with faith. My child, walking towards me is not about leaving the world. It is about living in the world with me inside your heart. Whether you are working, studying, loving, or crying, carry me with you. I am not far. I am closer than your breath, deeper than your heartbeat. The path towards me is not long. It is a single step. Surrender. Say to me now, with your whole heart, Krishna, I am yours. Guide me, hold me, lead me. And in that moment, the path is complete. For the one who gives themselves to me, I never let go. Remember, my beloved, you prayed for guidance. This is your sign. Take my hand and walk with me. You will never be lost again. Sometimes, my guidance doesn't appear as something easy or pleasant. Instead, it may come disguised as loss, failure, or delay. At first, you wonder, why did Krishna allow this to happen? What? But later, when the bigger picture unfolds, you realize, Krishna, I was protecting you, redirecting you, or teaching you something your soul deeply needed. Remember, in the Gita, I told Arjuna, what is yours will never be taken away, and what is not meant for you will never stay. So if a door closed, it was my way of saying, this path was not yours. Trust me, I have prepared something greater. Guidance from me is not always a loud miracle. It can be the silent hand that removes what doesn't serve you, so that you can walk towards what truly belongs to you. So, if you are facing a setback right now, don't call it punishment. Call it my redirection. Sometimes, the biggest challenge is not whether guidance is being given, but whether you are able to recognize it. Many of us pray with sincerity, yet when the answer comes, you either doubt it, dismiss it, or overlook it because it does not arrive in the way you expected. For example, you may pray for courage, and instead of suddenly feeling brave, you may encounter a situation where you are forced to stand up for yourself. That challenge is the answer, but it doesn't look the way you imagined. You may ask for peace, and life may suddenly remove people, habits, or circumstances that were disturbing your inner calm. At first, it feels like loss, but in reality, it is guidance in action. The obstacle is your expectation. We often expect a clear voice from the sky, a miraculous event, or an instant change. But divine guidance is subtle. It requires patience, humility, and trust. Another obstacle is fear. Sometimes, deep within, you know the answer already, but you are afraid of it. For instance, you may know that leaving a toxic friendship is necessary, but because of fear of loneliness, you ignore the guidance. Lastly, there is noise. Your minds are full of endless thoughts. The world is full of constant distractions, phones, notifications, social media. When your inner world is too noisy, the quiet whisper of guidance is drowned out. So, if you feel like your prayers are not being answered, pause and ask, am I too focused on my expectations? Am I afraid of what the guidance might require of me? Am I too distracted to even hear the answer? The truth is, guidance is always there. It is not that the divine has stopped speaking. It is that sometimes you are not listening. My beloved, have you ever noticed how a simple thank you can change your heart? How acknowledging the blessings you already have can shift your energy and open the doors to even more guidance? Gratitude is not just a word. It is a powerful force. It multiplies the guidance you receive, strengthens the signs, and amplifies the whispers of the universe. When you focus on what you are thankful for, when you pause to honor the small miracles in your life, you are telling the universe, I am ready to receive more. I am ready to see clearly. I am ready to be guided. Here's a practical way to practice this. My beloved, every day, take a moment, just a few minutes. Write down 3 things you are grateful for. It could be as simple as the warmth of the sun on your face, the smile of a stranger, the roof over your head, or the love you feel from those around you. Notice how this small act transforms your perspective. Notice how your heart begins to feel lighter, more open, more attuned. Notice how the guidance you've been seeking starts to appear more clearly. Gratitude is the bridge between your prayer and your answer. It is the key that unlocks the door to abundance, clarity, and divine timing. So today, my beloved, take a deep breath, close your eyes, and reflect on 3 things in your life that you are grateful for. Feel the warmth, the love, the blessings. Let your heart expand with appreciation, because every moment of gratitude draws you closer to the guidance you have been praying for. Remember, I am with you in every heartbeat, in every breath, in every moment of awareness. And when your heart is filled with gratitude, the signs, the whispers, and the guidance will shine brighter than ever. Close your eyes for a moment. Think about it. Why are you here today, listening to these words? Maybe you were scrolling, maybe you were lost, or maybe your heart was searching for something it could not explain. But the truth is simple. You were meant to hear this, because nothing in this universe is random, not even this moment. And you are stronger than you believe. You are capable of rising again, no matter how many times life has pushed you down. And the pain you carry today, it's not the end of your story. It's the beginning of your transformation. So, if you were searching for hope, if you were asking for direction, take this as your answer. This is not a coincidence. This is destiny. Whenever you forget your strength, come back here, because your story is still being written, and the best chapter is yet to come.